What is going on, Hoops fans? We are back at it with another video, and in today's video, we are going to talk about a big move that went down with the LA Lakers today. Now, there were no big names involved, and it was just an alteration to the Anthony Davis trade, where the LA Lakers, of course, acquired Anthony Davis from the New Orleans Pelicans. Today, they shipped off 3 additional players to the Hornets, creating $5 million in cap space. Before any of these things that transpired today, the Lakers had $23 million in cap space, which is not enough to acquire a max free agent. But by doing that, it created $5 million more, bumping them up to 28, and Anthony Davis then took off $4 million from his contract. There was some provision in the contract which gave them $32 million to spend for this upcoming free agency period. And $32 million now gives the Lakers the ability to sign a third max player. Now, people are starting to speculate who that player could potentially be. You've heard Kawhi Leonard, but Kawhi Leonard has been rumored to the Clippers. We haven't heard the Lakers so much, and I don't think it makes a lot of sense for Kawhi Leonard to go to the Lakers. I mean, of course, it would be an easy championship, pairing him up with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. I mean, it would make the Warriors look like child's play. 3 of the top 5 players on the planet, are you kidding me? But I don't see that. I think Kawhi Leonard has carved out a nice legacy for himself. He won a championship with the Spurs. He then went to the Eastern Conference, won one with the Raptors, being the clear number 1 guy. And he has an opportunity to really build his legacy there with the Raptors. And I think he's going to stay there. Of course, as a Knicks fan, I'm hoping he comes to New York. But I don't think it makes a lot of sense for him to go to L.A. Now, who knows? You know, we've said that about a lot of basketball players, and they've gone and done that. But the guy that I think the Lakers could potentially acquire is D'Angelo Russell, of course, formerly drafted by the Lakers. They need somebody at point guard after, of course, losing Lonzo Ball. And I think it's a good fit there, and they've been rumored to be interested in him. Now, the only way that can happen is if the Nets let him go. And the only way that the Nets could let him go is if the rumors are true about Kyrie Irving going to the Nets, which then would create this point guard merry-go-round, which is why I'm going to now translate to Kemba Walker and the news we heard there. So, let's just recap real quick. If this goes down, if Kyrie goes to the Nets, that then sends him to the Nets. That would then send D'Angelo Russell to the Lakers in this hypothetical scenario of rumors that we're hearing that may play out, which creates a void with the Celtics for the point guard position. And news came out today that Kemba Walker is interested in going to the Celtics and that it's a near done deal. Now, I am shocked by this news because Kemba Walker is turning down a lot of money. The Hornets, of course, have the ability to sign him to a super max contract after he received all NBA honors. So most people thought that Kemba Walker would be staying with the Hornets. We also heard the words come out of Kemba Walker's mouth that he would take less money to go with the Hornets. So either Kemba Walker was lying or the Hornets want no part of Kemba Walker. I guess either, maybe we'll never find out, maybe we will, but free agency is fast approaching. It's only 3 days away, and as a Knicks fan, what does all this mean? Where do we stand? Of course, we were hoping for Kyrie. We were hoping for Durant. I still think we're in play for Durant, but the Nets are certainly the favorites at this point. But the Knicks still have a chance. If they miss out on those players, some names that we've heard Cousins. We've heard Julius Randle. Julius Randle, of course, 24 years old, has some ability, lacks some defensive presence, though. I'm not in love with either one of those players. If they got Cousins, it better be on a 1-year deal. Now, as far as the point guard goes, we've heard Terry Rozier. And, you know, I mean, Terry Rozier, good defensive player, can't shoot a lick, 39% last year. Much like Frank Ntilikina, he's limited offensively. But, yeah, he'd be an upgrade. But, you know, he's not a big-time talent. He's not a guy that's going to move the needle. Obviously, what Knicks fans were hoping for with this $70 million in cap space. I think if we're going to get a big-ticket guy, I think it's going to be Durant or nobody. I don't think the Knicks will go out there and spend a multiple-year contract. Like I said, Cousins seems to be in play, but it'll be for a 1-year deal, and then he'll be off the roster. And it makes sense for Cousins and the Knicks alike. Now, from a Knicks fan's perspective, I don't know how good of a leader DeMarcus Cousins is. You know, and you kind of want leaders with a guy like Mitchell Robinson. You want a guy that could mentor him that plays a similar position. So I don't know how that fit really works. For Cousins, it makes a lot of sense. He gets a 1-year deal. He gets another opportunity to prove that he could be healthy, and he'd be the clear guy on the Knicks. So he could put up tons of numbers. You know, he could easily put up 25 and 12, 13 like he did with the Pelicans if he's healthy, and then he'll hit the open market and probably get a max deal potentially if he can prove he's healthy for a whole year. So for Cousins, it makes a ton of sense. For the Knicks, I don't know if it makes that much sense. We're going to have to wait and see how it all plays out. But as always, if you liked what you watched, please subscribe, drop a comment, maybe give me a little thumbs up. Cheers.